In this short video, I'll be revisiting the Ottocast Nano. In my last review of the Nano, I had issues with its AI assistant, and with a recent update, it's unlocked all the full potential of what the Nano actually offers. So in this little video, I'll be going through just a few of the key areas that I didn't cover in my last review, as well as seeing what's new in the update. So let's dive in. Right, so into the main menu, as you can see, a few little changes. We are running dark theme at the moment, so it looks a bit dark. You've got this little guy here, which is our little Nano AI Assistant, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But first things first is getting the adapter online. Now, I brushed over the CloudSIM functionality. This has been improved slightly with a few key areas that have been addressed. So this basically tells you what is currently being connected, whether it's a physical SIM or a cloud SIM, or if you're using a Wi-Fi hotspot. If you come out of this into the main menu system, you've got this area called SIMmate, and in here it's basically it can't get the current information, so we switch to CloudSIM, and then that basically gives us the ability to connect to the Autopilot app and go through the motions of unlocking the CloudSIM. So here we have the Autopilot app here, and then we've got a recharge section here, which is basically going to show you all the data plans currently on the CloudSIM service. So here we've got a couple of euros for 10 gig over 30 days. Then you've got 10 gig over a quarter. Then you've got half a year 10 plan of 10 gig and so on. You can choose a lot more options for bigger plans depending on how you're going to use the Cloud SIM and the apps that require it. And you can also get a free trial for a very limited time just to test out what the quality of these Cloud SIM is like. So you basically scan this QR code with the app, and then you can go through the process of binding the Cloud SIM to the device. So here we have the data plan all purchased and logged in. We've got 30 days, 10 gigabytes, and we can check the expiry of when it expires. That's our free data plan that we had earlier. And this is what's currently active and the regions that is available under the Cloud SIM. So that's us connected to the Cloud SIM. We can go home. So from the home screen, you can go to the Wi-Fi, turn that off, and then enter the Cloud SIM. And now we're into the Cloud SIM section. You can see we're in the Cloud SIM, got our card code that's currently activated, and this is the plan that's currently being used. As soon as you start using the data, that's when the plan kicks off, and you've got 30 days up to 10 gigabytes for that plan. And then down here you can recharge if you need to. Again, scan the code and purchase additional plans should you need that. So that's basically the Cloud SIM. We're now connected to 4G. You can see here I've got no SIM card inserted in that box. I was using the Wi-Fi previously, and now we're all connected to the internet, which means that obviously maps can get traffic data and so on. And we can also do things like Spotify, for example. Connect to that, play out some music, and that's all going to play through the home screen. And it's going to play through the little widget up here as well. So that's the Cloud SIM, all working for hunky-dory. Now we can focus on the Nano AI Assistant. So to set that up, took a little bit of while to set up with Ottocast with a little bit of their help. But basically you've got two new sections here with the update that will be rolling out with the actual production models. And down the left-hand side here, you've got just ways to learn about the Nano Assistant, what the version is, what availability, is it connected to an internet connection, and so on. Some little tips on what you can say to it, some more standard prompts that you can ask it, and the pro prompts that are available as well. So all these kind of things will mean that you can talk to the Nano Assistant to use internal functions. Now, as I said earlier, you can say, hey Nano, open YouTube.
No problem.
And then it opens up YouTube. Hey Nano, close YouTube.
Got it.
Done that. You can also go, hey Nano, play some music on Spotify.
Find 20 results. Please select a music to play.
Number 2. And that's basically going to play out that content. Hey Nano, press pause.
It seems like you want to use media features.
So here you've got some options to let you know about what else you can say to it. There's a little bit of a list there, and you can get a lot of them from this little home screen here. And also you can invoke it here on the side. Go to homepage. That'll take you back to the home screen. You can do other things like turn on and off Bluetooth, turn Wi-Fi on and off. Hey Nano, turn on Bluetooth.
Okay.
So that seems to launch up the Bluetooth calling. So that's some basic functionality on the applications that you can actually run. Now, launching apps are going to be pretty much the same. You can launch anything or say to launch anything here, such as, hey Nano, launch Crossy Road.
Sure.
And obviously that's going to launch Crossy Road or any other app that you ask it to. Hey Nano, close Crossy Road.
Sure.
That takes us back. Hey Nano, homepage. So there's some functionality whilst you're on the wheel to control the actual AI box. It's just all about knowing the right command prompt is to get that functionality. So that's the internal assistant, which is Nano, and you can call it using Hey Nano. But its other functionality is ChatGPT. Now to trigger that, you can actually tap the little icon here and it basically talks to you about the GPT functionality. So you've got the GPT here, you've got what it can actually do, just a little bit of education of what it can do for you, history of your common prompts that you've been using, and various plugins that it uses. It says it uses these enhanced AI bots between like traffic laws, car maintenance, weather, health, fairy tale stories for the kids, for example, and voice games, things like that. You might want to pass the time in the car. You can turn short memory on to remember common prompts that you might have used, that you can actually remember those and use those in future prompts that you ask it, which is quite handy with ChatGPT. Up here, we're on a trial plan. We've got 831 credits. And obviously, you can buy more credits if you need to. You can actually redeem them, renew them, and so on. There's another option here at the bottom that basically you can toggle it between the English and Japanese language. And then here you can choose what your default apps are, should you be asking it for commands through the Nano AI bot, which navigation app and the things and the commands that you can use for that. And once you're in the app, what you can also say to it as well. Your music app of choice, when you ask it to play music, that's what we use that app to connect. And obviously it's listening out for that as well, without me even saying, hey Nano. But the GPT function has to be triggered using Hey GPT.
Hello.
I'm going to Brighton today. Can you tell me where the best places are to visit?
Consider visiting the Royal Pavilion, Brighton Pier, and the British Airways I-360 for great experiences in Brighton.
Okay, all good options there. Can you tell me a location of where to park?
You can park at the Brighton Marina or the Regency Square car park, both offering convenient access to the city centre and attractions.
But like in any other ChatGPT option or AI bot, the world's your oyster in terms of the things that you could ask it, such as, hey GPT, I've just got a flat tire. Can you let me know the nearest location to me where I can get it fixed?
I can't access your current location, but you can use your navigation app to find the nearest tire repair shop. Alternatively, you could ask a voice assistant in your vehicle for specifics based on your location.
So you can actually then get your information from ChatGPT, and then you can then jump onto the Nano Assistant to help you out with location in maps, for example, such as, hey Nano, open Google Maps.
Hi, welcome to Google Map.
So here's some list of what you can actually say inside the Google Maps itself. And once you're in the actual Maps app, you can say things like, hey Nano, show satellite view, to switch into satellite mode. And you can also use your wheel controls just by holding the voice button to trigger this as well. Hide satellite view. And you can switch it back to the normal mode as well. Hey Nano, go to a tire repair shop.
Found 7 matched results. Which one would you like to go to?
Head northwest on Stanmer Avenue, then turn left to stay on Stanmer Avenue.
So it heard itself, it heard number 2 and actually gone and selected number 2, which is annoying. So I don't know if you can avoid that. But that has literally given me a direction to a tyre repair place that's nearby. So that's quite cool. It's getting a little bit more understandable on the command that you can give it. So that's maps. We can try some things in YouTube as well. Hey Nano, open YouTube.
Okay. Hi, welcome to YouTube.
So here's some things that you can actually play here. So once you're in YouTube, you can say things like, play the video CarPlayLife.
Find some video, please choose.
Number 1, 1. 2, video 2. Too late. Now I don't know why it goes into, it does go into YouTube. So that's my last top 5 roundup in 2022. And that loads up the YouTube video. So you can pause music, but you can't pause video.
Okay.
That seemed to work. So sometimes it's a bit difficult to know whether it's actually listening out for you. Sometimes it seemed to do a few of those additional follow-up commands without me actually asking the trigger word. Obviously you can see Google's actually still navigating up here. So we can say, hey Nano, quit navigation.
Got it.
And then it instantly gets rid of that tile there. Hey Nano, homepage. So we can look back at what we've used so far. We've gone down at least a couple of credits. I think we're nearly over 830 there, and then we're now at 826. Yeah, we had 833 there, and we've used a few. And obviously that's going to deplete, and we'll need more the more you use it. So not as intuitive as I'd probably want it to be, but it's nice that you can invoke it over the wheel, the assistant. But I would have preferred a bit similar to how Apple are doing it, where you can talk to one assistant, and if it can't do that, it will ask you, do you want to use ChatGPT for it? You can then follow straight on with the command prompt there, rather than having to launch two separate assistants. I think it should have been merged into one. But I don't think anyone else is doing it as well as this, unless you do integrate something like Google Gemini instead. It might be a little bit more fluid there, but you're not going to have that interactivity with the AI box's functionality either, or at least as deep as how Ottocast have done it currently with their Nano Assistant. So it's a good start overall. Let's see if it gets better over time. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about the CloudSIM and Nano AI Bot Assistant functionality in the AI box, and I'll try my best to answer them. If you'd like to support the channel, you can send us a super thanks in YouTube, or check out the link down below to buy me a coffee, and you can support me there too. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.